Ahoy mateys, and welcome back to Screamingpirate EDC. Today we got another Plunder plank. This one's pretty special. If you have been around here long, the last time I reviewed a Giantmouse knife, it was courtesy of my buddy Dino, who is Diesel10 EDC over on Instagram. He's also doing all of the EDC stuff for Detail Pirate. Again, links down below. Well, he loves his Giantmouse knives, and he managed to get me something that I'm blown away that he even grabbed them. Today we're taking a look at the Giantmouse 9, but we have both. Oh gosh, guys, I'm bad at this flipper. The regular and the Pirate. So this is the GM9 and the GMP9, guys. I'm so excited to take a look at both of these. Super cool, really excited. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so before we get into this, these knives are sold out. You can't get them. They're gone. They're nowhere. You can only get them from the Giantmouse website. They only did 400 of the GM9s and 200 of the GMP9s. Now, the GMPs were $425 when they were released, and the regular GM9s were $375. The bottom is a full PVD. The top you have some black accents, which I will show you guys, and then a bronze handle. Now, personally, and I've talked to some of the Shank Sharpeners Union Facebook group, I did a full hardware swap where I swapped literally all of the screws and the blades, and it looked so much better. This bronze with all black everything looked killer. I wish they would have done that. That is my biggest criticism. I'm letting you guys know up front. But we got to talk about these knives, guys. They're not mine, okay? They belong to my buddy, and I'm really excited. They're really cool. A couple of my buddies in one of my Instagram chats, shout out to the Grog, got these in hand and we were like, oh my God, you guys will love this. So I knew he had them. I reached out and he did. Super cool. Up front, the bronze. It's heavy, guys. 5.3 ounces. It's a hefty boy. The all PVD, on the other hand, is going to be 4.1. Very, very cool. Really want to show this, guys, if you can see it. That milling pattern on the side here is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous milling pattern. Really love that. Well, I'm done talking about the knives in general. Let's do some size comparisons. So I am going to alternate between the bronze and the all PVD to kind of give you a visual difference there, guys. Up first, I wanted to grab another popular Tanto right now in the knife world. This is going to be the Vero Impulse. So smaller than an Impulse, okay, guys? Significantly smaller, but as you can see, those blades are not that different in length. Very interesting. After that, I'm going to go ahead and grab another popular knife that you can't get away from seeing it. It's everywhere. This is going to be the ProTech Malibu. Grab this one just because there is a milling pattern on both of these, you know, and I wanted you guys to kind of see that next to each other. After that is a knife that I don't think could be any more popular. Its popularity exploded with Nick Shabazz and it stayed there. This is going to be the TRM Neutron. Now this is the Thai Neutron with the milled scale. Once again, milling pattern on the handle next to each other. As you can see, it is much bigger. I say much, guys, but it is bigger than a Neutron. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab two higher end knives. So in case you have these, you have a good idea. Just because the price of these isn't exactly cheap, I wanted you guys to see this next to other knives that are around the $400+. So first up is going to be the Hinderer FireTac. So there you go, guys, right next to a FireTac. Everything I have on this FireTac except for the disc is from Hinderer. And then finally, guys, probably the most popular knife with milling details on the side is gonna be a Chris Reed. This is a large Sebenza 21. So not that different in overall size, but the Sebenza is bigger. Well, guys, we have all of that out of the way. Let's talk a little bit more about the knives and my thoughts. So, large glove, once again, very neutral handle. You have this very like Kwaiken style, I guess is the best way to put it. So my hand can fit all the way back here. There is a, let me double check, there is a lanyard tube on the back of these, but if I put my finger right up here on the jimping on this flipper, there is jimping right out here, as there always is with these Voxnays style designs from Giantmouse. Very comfortable despite it being super neutral. Very, very comfortable in hand. The deployment, you are flipper only, and it is this small flipper tab. Sometimes I miss it, and just because the actual like grippiness, I guess, of the jimping isn't super aggressive. It doesn't need to be, but sometimes I do misfire it. I kind of need to get my finger right on that point there. And if I do, every time, I will say the satin is significantly smoother than the PVD, despite me playing with these for like a month, guys. So, but very, very smooth. I think the detent for a flipper on this is perfect, absolutely perfect for just the flipper. Once again, there is some jimping that is going to be under here on the flipper tab and then out here on the spine. But the texturing here is really the highlight, guys. It's very nice. I would call it mild, but it does hold your hand in place. It is really comfortable to hold, and I really do like it. Now, let's go ahead and grab some Torx bits. These are the ones I use. Amazon affiliate in the description. So, like I said before, I have taken these apart. I have kind of, fiddled with them. T8 on your pivot, T8 on your body, T8 on your clip. Fantastic. I like that a lot. So guys, I guess you would call this a Kwaiken blade, I guess. If it's not, shout out in this, in the comments and let me know. You do have a compound grind here. So it's easier to see on the satin. You do have a hollow grind here, and then out here you do have a full flat, which is nice to be able to do, a variety of cutting tasks. So I would call this a Tanto just because the blade really does end and then move. But I mean, guys, it's so subtle. You could call it a drop point. You could. It's very cool. I do like the blade shape. In and out of pocket, guys. I mean, even though there's some extra texture there, it's no problem because, I mean, it's all liner lock. There's nothing to really catch on, so it's kind of cool. Really do like that. So, all that's out of the way. What are my thoughts on the knife? I think it's a super cool design. I love that this is Rayot made. Love, love, love. Very, very well done. I mean, I have the action exactly where I want it, and my lockup is great. I really like to see that. The action on the bronze one is very, very good. The black really hasn't broken in a whole lot. I wish it would break in more. Overall, guys, these are going to walk the plank for me. I think I would plunder it if I could keep the blade and the hardware swapped completely, guys, and have my configuration. But I mean, that's just not possible. And honestly, I'm not much of a Kwaiken person. This is one of the only ones. I literally couldn't find another one in my collection, which made it a little hard to find those comparisons. The bronze is a little bit heavy, I think, for your blade length, but it does feel hefty, like it's meant to be used and a tool in your hand. And once again, I always love seeing the jimping that's out on the spine of the blade when you get a Voxnays style design. Very cool. If this is your style knife though, and you can hunt one down, I say grab one. I think they're super cool. Not for me in my collection, but if you like the design, I say grab one. Very high quality. Rayot really killed it here. Well guys, hopefully this was informative. Hopefully you gleaned a little bit of information here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Release the Kwaiken!